Okay, a little bit about white balance. Uh, Technically, white balance, neutral white balance is noon daylight. So anything that is different from that will come out with a color cast in your images. So if you look at the one on the left, you can see it's taken in the Fine Arts Building. There's two light sources basically here, actually three. There's daylight coming in the door. There is fluorescent light kind of in the middle, and the orangey light is coming from the sodium vapor lights. So we have three different colors of light here. Similarly, the one on the right, we actually basically have daylight coming in the skylights at the top. You have the orangey sodium vapor lights on the bottom left. We have greenish fluorescence on the second floor. The Fine Arts Building is very difficult to shoot in and get proper white balance. And you can see here, now your camera is usually set to automatic white balance, which means that your camera will look at the situation and try and figure out what gives you the best white balance. If you want to be accurate, I would suggest that you go to the white balance setting, especially with if you're shooting with your camera on JPEG, and pick the white balance that most closely matches the actual light source. And you should be able to see on your preview whether it looks orange or blue or whatever. Daylight is designed for the noon standard daylight. Tungsten light is quite yellow, orange, and the tungsten setting will give you the best results under incandescent or tungsten light, like especially halogen bulbs. Fluorescent setting, white balance, will remove most of the greenish yellow cast found in many fluorescent tubes. Shady or cloudy is a little bit warm. I usually find that they're a bit too warm, but you could try them out. Custom white balance, usually how it works is that you take a picture of white paper or something with a neutral color balance in the same light that you're working with, and then use the camera functions to set that as the custom white balance. Phone and tablet cameras usually use an automatic white balance, although Lightroom does allow you to set your white balance. And if you look at this photo here, you can see part of the light is coming from looks like afternoon sunlight, so the faces and the sunlit parts are quite warm, and the right hand side of the picture especially is lit from the sky, so the shadows are quite cool. So this is a set of examples of different balances. This is automatic white balance. So this was taken in the afternoon. You'll see that in the afternoon, you'll find that as the sun goes down, the light gets warmer. So this was taken probably around 3 or 4 o'clock. Automatic white balance actually gives you the best white balance in this case. This is actually what the light looked like compared with noon daylight. So this is set to the daylight white balance. This is set to fluorescent. This is set to tungsten, so there's a lot of blue there to compensate for the yellow-orange cast of most fluorescent or most tungsten lights. Similarly, this is taken with incandescent lights, halogen lights, and the white balance set to daylight. And this is with the white balance set to tungsten. LED lights are all over the map, so my suggestion would be with LED lights, either take a picture and look at your display and see what it looks like, or else use your custom white balance.